Namaste, you guys, and welcome back to Tantric Tuesdays. So this week we're going to talk about me time. Speaking of me time, I have been away for a couple of weeks and have not done a Tantric Tuesdays video because I got out of the country, went on vacation for 2 weeks, and got a lush, rich, juicy amount of me time. Airplane mode, vacation, out of the country, completely untethered, turned off so I can turn myself on. And that's what we're missing in our intimate connections. When you look at the stats, most couples spend on average about half an hour from tip to tail during their sexual interaction or connection with each other. And there's no preparatory time, maybe a little bit of flirting via text or something of like, oh, are the kids, can we put the kids down early to bed and have sex tonight or something. It's we don't spend a lot of me time before we get to we time, and then our we time is really short nowadays. And that just has to change if you're going to practice tantric conscious connection and sexuality. Part of that process is getting lost in that other person, in their lips, in their breath, in the moment, in their thighs, in their juiciness, and in your own sensations in your body, and in your own breath, and in your own relaxed state of mind, and in your own orgasm. And there's no way to do that in that much time. And that's really the crux of where we've kind of went off kilt with expecting this one amazing thing, sex and connection and intimacy, that we know can amazingly fill us up and just bring us such energy and lusciousness, but we expect this thing to be compartmentalized into this little thing, and that's gonna work. And when we compact and compress and try to pack in to that tiny little space all this stuff, unless you're like next level Buddha shit, like completely can get in that meditative zone in a split second, chances are that's not really going to be a very fulfilling experience. And so my partner and I regularly have me time before we get to we time. And we try not to time our me time or our we time. We think about, oh, I don't have time for that. Oh, I don't have time for that. I don't have time. Now's the time to start looking at your time that you're spending and pissing away in other areas. Because if you really want to play here, you are going to have to play here. You're going to have to stay here. You're going to have to live in this land, and it's juicy and it's rich and it's worth it. You're worthy of it, and it's worthy of you, and it's worthy of your time. Often what we do before we have a sexual interaction or connection or even an intimate connection is we take some time beforehand, each of us individually, to have me time before we get to we time and connect. And what better signal can you give your partner then I value this time with you, and I want to enjoy this intimate, delicious time with you. So I'm going to work on my own stuff. I'm going to fill up my own cup and my own batteries and decompress and leave my to-do list and my work at work. And I'm going to be fully present when I come to the bedroom. And I'm going to allow you to do that too. And you take as much time as you need, and I'll take as much time as I need. And it will be different time tables and frames, and that's okay. What better way to signal to your partner that hey, I'm here, I want to connect with you, I want to get intimate with you. So the next time before you connect with your partner or get intimate, think about that. Have some time, and if your partner's not practicing or doesn't know you're practicing this tantric practice, which is fine, because again, this is an individual practice, you just tell them, hey, I'd love to connect with you later this evening and have a nice, intimate, delicious connection, or whatever you call it. I want to have sex, I want to throw down, I want to get busy with you, whatever you call it with your partner, however you communicate. And then say, but before we do that, I'd like a little bit of time to decompress and to let go of all my stress and worry, and to fill up my own cup and energy, so that when I get to have that throwdown or intimate connection or seriously delicious sex with you, I'm there, I'm present, I want to play with you. And I don't know what partner wouldn't be like, that's really cool. So what that might look like is you taking a bath, you meditating, you doing a yoga practice or a mindfulness practice, or you just writing all the things down on your to-do list so you can set it aside and let it go. You going on airplane mode, complete airplane mode, untethering from emails, cell phones, and spending an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours time with yourself, preparing. Maybe you put on clothing that feels comfortable and soft on your body. Maybe you take some time beforehand to intimately connect to your body sensorial wise, like through a Vipassana meditation or through just breathing a nice delicious orgasmic breath. Maybe anticipate being with your partner and maybe what you might do with your partner, and build up that anticipation and play in that land, that space, and filling your own cup up in that me time before you connect with your partner, so that when you do come together, you both get to reap the rewards and the benefit. Time is a wonderful thing when we use it wisely, and in this area of conscious sex and sexuality and connection, we definitely are not using it wisely. We are trying to rush and hurry and get through, and it's not a place that should be rushed or hurried at all. And if you're saying to yourself, well, that sounds good, but I've got 3 kids and I've got a job and I've got this, well, I'm going to ask you to turn your compass every direction in your life and find out, 1, is this important to me? Because if it's important to you, you'll find the time. And 2, where can you steal that time? Can you steal it from the television set that's stealing it from you? Can you steal it from that person that you listen to on the phone that gossips and takes up all of your time? Can you steal that time back? Start looking in your life to places where you can reclaim that time for yourself, that me time, so you can get to we time. And then you will notice when you do that, your energy gets filled up, and then you connect with somebody else, and it's like the energy gets built up from there, and then you walk out into your everyday life, and you're just like at this low level buzz of delicious, beautiful energy that carries you through the day, that carries you through the week, that carries you, rather than you slumping along and not having energy. This practice is a practice that if you put your time and attention and energy into it, it gives you back time and attention and energy tenfold, creativity tenfold. It's definitely a place worth investing your time and attention in. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for joining me today on Tantric Tuesdays. Namaste.